Baby, I'm your man.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jordan and I are here for your entertainment today. We got a fun video planned for you guys, and it's the end of the year, guys. So we got all kinds of good lists and end of the year goodies that we have planned. We got another big video coming out next week, where we're gonna do kind of like our favorite releases this year and that kind of thing. Our favorite labels, our favorite releases, and all that good stuff. But today we're talking our naughty buys, our nice buys, our list, the things that we picked up that we just loved. Not necessarily, again, our favorite releases this year, but things we picked up that we just loved, and things that we picked up that were hit our naughty list, we regret buying, and things like that. So before we start, Jordan, I just have to tell you. So you and I were talking before we came on, and I watched Yule Log.
Yep.
And I know you're waiting on your copy, and
Yeah.
dude, this movie is fucking bananas.
Really?
It is
Was it good?
awesome. I absolutely loved
Awesome.
it.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm a big Adult Swim fan, and usually, I love like Tim and Eric's Awesome Show, like just bananas shit like that. So I'm sure I'm gonna be into it.
So I don't know anything about Adult Swim, to be honest with you. This was
Yeah.
just a OCN partner label. I think it's Decanalog,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And I saw it. I usually pick up a lot of partner stuff because I get the subscription discount, all that. And
Mhm.
so I blind bought it, and I literally just finished it like 5 minutes before we came on, and it's fucking awesome. Like I loved it. It was such a great pickup. So you got to let me know your thoughts after you watch it.
Yeah, that's gonna be probably the first thing I check out once I am done getting shafted by the post office right now.
So what's
So
going on with that? You're waiting on your Vinegar Syndrome stuff?
yeah, well, because I was in like the batch of like the Flash pre-order stuff, like at the beginning of November, and it shipped out and was supposed to come on Thursday, and it got sent. I think it must have got put on like the wrong truck to like a city like an hour from me, and then it had to go back to the city that's like 20 minutes from me, and now it's just sitting there. I don't know if it's like being sorted or what, but I'm hoping I'll have it by Monday.
Cool. Are you off from
So yeah.
work?
Not well, for Christmas I am, but I do have to work an extra day tomorrow because of the holiday. So
Damn.
it's a busy time this year for my business. So
Yeah, I hear you, man. I lucked out because my Vinegar Syndrome stuff just came
yeah,
on Thursday, I think, and I'm off for the next 12 days. So like
awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
like
you're
hitting
probably
it
on winter
hard.
break, right?
Yeah, we have winter break right now.
Nice, dude.
So I'm hitting it hard. Like I watched Red Rooms, I watched Yule Log, I watched something else. I don't remember what it was, but I watched something else, and like this, like I haven't even hit Congo yet. I haven't hit Sliver yet. Like
Yeah,
I haven't hit the
dude.
Keep yet. Like this is. Oh, I
Same.
watched Black Eyed Susan, which I really liked.
Yeah, so I really want to get my package before the end of the year because if we're gonna do like that top releases of the year, I really want to check out some of that stuff because it could make my list. I mean, who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah, yeah. I'm already thinking about like I like Congo might be a watch for me tonight just because I'm really excited about that one, dude. I'm really
Dude,
excited
me
about
too.
Congo.
Me too, man. I'm hoping there's some really cool special features and stuff on that one. So
Yeah, me too. But anyway, what I'm saying is that this like so I've already watched like again Yule Log, Red Rooms, and Black Eyed Susan, and this is like I can't remember. I mean, Black Friday's always great, but like I've already like really enjoyed all three titles I've watched, which aren't even like the big things this month. This is in my opinion, a Black Friday to remember from Vinegar Syndrome. Um, I am very happy with everything. Vinegar Syndrome this Black Friday, which is cool.
oh yeah, dude. Like I've been collecting their stuff for probably 3 years now. I haven't picked up like a ton of stuff from them, but the last couple Black Fridays, I feel like this year just blew it out of the water. I mean, I thought last year was good with like Existenz and Prophecy, but this year was just it was amazing.
What was last year? Last year was Existence and Prophecy.
I think those were
Yeah,
the
you could
two
be
big
right.
ones.
You could be right.
Yep.
I still haven't watched Existenz. It's been sitting on my
Dude.
shelf.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it? Okay.
I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotta
dude.
watch it. You know why I haven't watched it? Because I watched what was the one Second Sight put out? I have it on my shelf. Crimes of the Future.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Also a Cronenberg.
Yep.
And I watched that. It sucked. I hated it.
Yeah, dude,
So
you're gonna like Existenz, I bet. It's wild, and like the practical effects in it are amazing.
yeah, I gotta watch it. I think like the fleshy like slipcase is like
Yeah, oh,
easing me out
dude,
a little bit.
I
It makes
love
me
it.
very uncomfortable. Anyway, so I actually Existenz was actually sorry, Crimes of the Future is actually one that I considered for this list today. Only
Oh yeah,
because like it was last year, so it didn't make my list, but you know, it's a 4K. It was a bit pricey, and the movie just didn't hit for me. I've heard that
yeah.
if you watch it like more than once, it'll be better, but whatever.
I want to check that one out eventually. It definitely interests me, like the guy with the ears like all over him and stuff. It looks
Yeah, I
cool.
like it's
The
it's
scenery
it's
is cool.
it's interesting. But anyway, all right. So good. I hope you get your Black Friday stuff ASAP.
Hope so, dude. I'm ready to dig into it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I it the Vinegar Syndrome stuff's hitting hard for me right now. So yeah. So also guys, look out for a video in January. I'm gonna be breaking down the subscription for you. I've been subscribed for the last 5 years and I love it. I adore it. As I've mentioned in all my videos recently, there's a lot not to like about it. And it's not what it used to be, but at the end of the day, it's just so much fun as a collector. And you get things that you would not have picked up on your own, which for me is like a lot of fun. So
Yeah,
it's just a unique service that is just pretty cool. So anyway, so let's get into today's topic. So Jordan and I wanted to come today and talk to you guys about some of our favorite pickups this year. Now, not the things that we think are like the slam dunk best release of the year, like the best extras or the best all that, which it could be those things, but it's more so movies that just kind of like hold a special place in the heart that we picked up. It could have been something that came out last year and we picked it up this year and it just hit really hard for us. And then a couple things that we maybe didn't hit for us and we picked up and we maybe regret a little bit buying. So it's our naughty and nice list. And so Jordan, why don't you start us off? Hit us with a nice list.
a nice
Movie.
list.
Something you
Okay.
really love that you picked up this year.
Okay, so this one actually came out this year. I don't expect it to be my release of the year, but it took me by surprise. It's a 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. I'm pretty sure I can show it because there's no nip on the cover, but it is Delirium Photo of Gioia. This is a giallo film by Lamberto Bava, and it was amazing, dude. Like I've heard good things about it, and I've been wanting to check it out for some time. And it took me by surprise. I loved it. It could be a top 3 favorite giallo film of all time for me. There's the original artwork, but it's amazing. Honestly, it might be one of my favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases this year. But like the nightmarish scenery in it is just amazing. Like I said, I found out about this movie on the In Search of Darkness documentary talking about like 80s horror, and they showed a scene where like this girl's by the pool and she's getting killed in the pool, and there's like a chick walking by with this massive like eyeball like as a face, and ever since then, dude, I'm like, man, I really want to check that out. So when they announced that they were putting that out, I was super hyped.
I remember when that dropped, and we were both pretty hyped about it, but I didn't really know much
Yeah,
about it. You knew it from the documentary and all that,
yeah,
and I had heard about it in passing, but I didn't really know too much about it, and I still haven't watched it, it's sitting on my shelf. So
dude.
I got to check it out.
It's so good, dude, and there's so many babes in it too, like and like not just like babes by like 1980s standards, but like women that I would still consider like
Just babes,
tens today.
swing
So
everywhere,
yeah, dude, swing,
swing,
yeah.
swing.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
I
really
got to
good
check it
one.
out.
You gotta check it out and let me know what you think, dude. But yeah, that's
That's
probably one of my favorite pickups this year. I don't know if I would consider it release of the year material, but it's definitely one of my favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases this year.
So it's like another great example of the fact that, like, listen, it's a 4K, right? It's a 4K.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that probably was like, I don't know, 35, $40, standard
Yep.
MSRP, whatever the case might be. And I'm not saying I wouldn't have picked it up if I didn't have the sub, but like the sub, I just set it and forget it. Like I there's gonna be
Yeah.
shit you don't like, there's gonna be shit you don't want. You take the good with the bad, and like it's just a fun thing to do. And I
I
get
would
that
have
it's
convinced you to
pricey.
pick the I would have convinced you to pick it up though, even if you
Oh yeah,
didn't.
yeah, yeah, for sure. It's good to have horror buddies. It's good to have people to
Yeah.
convince you to spend your money. Anyway, so all right, great pick. I have to watch that still.
I'm excited for you, dude. You gotta let
Yeah,
me know what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking about, especially if you're. I mean, if and like I'm not like super into the giallo films and stuff like that, but dude, this one it hits different. It's amazing.
It's interesting the whole giallo thing because I love giallos and I grew up on
Yeah,
Argento. Like my dad, like it's one of his Argento's my dad's like favorites, one of his favorites.
yeah,
So I grew up watching those movies. Like I watched Suspiria when I was like 8.
yeah,
So for me, it's like I will always have a special love for giallos, but
yeah,
giallos have become so popular that they're putting
yep,
out such garbage. And like
yeah,
I watch these, like with all due respect to Vinegar Syndrome, those Forgotten Gialli sets, the first couple are absolute garbo. So like
yeah,
I watched some of these and I'm just like it turns me off a little bit knowing what like how
yeah. See, and I'm not. I mean, I guess I should rephrase it. I've become a big fan. I didn't grow up watching any of those. So like I've probably only recently started watching giallo films within like the last like 5 years. And I mean, I started with the big ones like Suspiria, the New York Ripper and like etc. But like after seeing some really good ones, I've become a big fan.
yeah, I mean I love the genre too. And I
Yeah.
much prefer the like fictional giallo. Like when there's an
Mhm.
element of like fiction or anything along those lines, and it's not and
Surrealism.
surrealism, yeah, and it's
Yep.
not like true giallo when it, like, kind of bends the genre a little bit, that's my
Yep.
favorite. So, like,
Dude, you're
Suspiria,
gonna
like you said.
love Delirium. You're gonna
Oh,
love
okay,
it, dude. You
I
gotta watch it soon.
alright, great, I'm sold, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's sitting on my shelf, I just gotta, like, pop it in the,
Sick.
player. Anyway, okay, so you got, Confessions of a Goya, is that the name of it?
Yeah, it's called Delirium Photo of Gioia.
Photo
I
of
think it's
Gioia, okay.
pronounced Gioia, but
Photo of Gioia. Okay,
yeah.
sweet. Alright, so, I'm gonna head over to my first pick,
Yes, sir.
on my nice list. And that is something that I think it came out this year. Yes, it did come out this year. I believe, yeah, it came out this year. I picked it up this year, and it's a movie that was fucking batshit, caught me completely off guard. I only picked it up because it was selling out like immediately. It was a partner label, Shutter release, and I picked it up. It was a blind buy, and it's undoubtedly one of my favorite watches of this year, and that is The Sadness. So I this movie, like, I can't stress enough how awesome it is, and it's just like front to back, top to bottom, bonkers crazy, and you just can't you can't like be ready for this movie. Like no matter
That
what you think you know or what you've heard about the movie, you're just not ready for it.
yeah, that one was a Shutter release too, correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shutter.
Yeah, dude. I actually was looking because like I mean I was doing my nightly eBay scrolling. Dude, that one's selling for stupid money.
How much? I'm
Like
curious.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm actually watching an auction right now that I think's gonna end later today, and I'm pretty sure it's sitting at $67 with shipping right now.
I'm not surprised
So
at all.
I'm kind of regretting not picking that up because it looks like something I'd like.
Dude, I you will. I promise you, you will. So the sadness, like, beside the fact that it's a Shutter release, and because of this release, I have picked up almost everything Shutter's put out. I think I missed one title,
Yeah,
and I have absolutely loved every single title they've put out. Um, and so yeah, so the sadness, so besides the fact that it's a Shutter release, you get a slipcase, bruh. Like you get
that's so
slipcase,
nice.
slip cover. I mean, look at the artwork on the slip cover.
Side loader too, dude.
Side
It's so
loader,
nice.
slipcase with the slip cover. It's badass, dude. And
Dang,
so, like, not only that, but like, this is so cool. Also, so artwork on the slipcase, right? Artwork on the slip cover. the back of this is like one of my favorite slipcovers of the
Oh
entire
my
year.
god, dude.
Dude,
Oh my god.
it's gorgeous.
Am I gonna spend
And
$70 on that tonight?
art you should, man. I'm not I like you're gonna regret it on the like the click, but when it comes in, you watch, you'll be
Yeah.
like, I'm so happy I have this in my collection.
Yeah.
It's that good. I'm telling you, it's that good. Um, and then and the art on the like on the insert, dude. Like, oh man. And you have a reversal art on there with like a movie
Yeah.
still. It's just like this release completely wowed me. I'm very glad I picked it up. It was really only because it was selling out. I didn't know anything about the movie, and I remember
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was like a late June release, and I was away with school on an overnight at a camping trip, and out in Pennsylvania, maybe the Berkshires, I forgot where we were. And I was like, all right, I clicked on my thing at noon to see what the what the partner labels were, and I saw this I saw the Sadness, and I had terrible service over there, but like every time I would look, it'd be down like another 150 copies. I'm like, this is the
Yeah.
fastest selling movie I've ever seen. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna get it and just see what happens.
Yeah, it looks sick, dude. And it's like the random titles like that makes me reconsider
Dude,
becoming a subscriber and getting some discounted stuff. Cause I mean, throughout the year, I'm probably gonna end up spending that anyways. So I'm gonna have to weigh my options in the next week and make a decision.
the two biggest things, and I've said this to you before, the biggest things when it comes to deciding whether to subscribe or not, it's the renewal. This year, it's $100 off for the renewal.
Yep.
So that is a massive perk for being a subscriber.
Yep.
$100 off is excellent. And then it's the discount on all the partner membership. Besides the fact you get another $50 at least in points right off the bat. So because it's so expensive. So it's like $150 right off the bat. Then
Yeah.
like again, I really enjoy the partner label stuff. And I am someone who deep dives every month and takes a look at all that stuff. And because of that, because of all the discounts on that, it pays off for me. You know, I'd be
Yeah,
curious to know just how much I saved partner label, but I
for
probably
sure.
average like 2 partner label titles a month at least.
Yeah.
That's another like 15 to $20 a month that I'm saving. And then,
Yep.
over the course of 10 months, that's another $200 you're saving.
For sure.
So, and again, it's just the fun of it. So anyway, we'll
Yeah.
talk more in January. But all right, so these are our nice list picks. You got photo of Gioia from Jordan, and you got the Sadness from me. We're heading back to Jordan for another nice list movie.
Another nice one.
Yep. Or
All
do you want to
right.
switch off? Do you want to go to naughty?
Let's do a naughty one.
All right, let's do a naughty one.
All right. So this one, I love this movie actually, but I regret picking this up. It is Ken Russell's The Lair of the White Worm, Vestron Video Steelbook.
Oh, nice.
The reason why, so there's two reasons why I regret picking this up. First of all, it's literally my only Vestron Steelbook, so all the rest of my titles are numbered, and this one just it totally
Ugh,
kills the uniformity of
dude,
it.
I feel your pain
Which
on that.
I regret doing that. I'm probably gonna end up selling this off and just getting the slipcase one with the number on it. But there are some like rare Vestron titles that they might end up doing steelbooks on, like the American Gothic release. That one's very expensive now. And my second reason is that there's a Walmart that I service about an hour from me that has these on clearance right now for like $5.
Oh, oh
So
no, brutal.
if I would have waited, I could have got it a lot cheaper. But like I said, this is an amazing movie. It's super fun, super surreal, and it has Hugh Grant in it, which is
Oh, nice.
really sweet. He's super young. If you haven't seen this one, you need to check it out. Don't pick up the Steelbook if you don't have any of the other Vestron Steelbooks, but I do recommend this release. I just regret grabbing it in Steelbook form.
See, I'm glad you brought that one up because you do like the movie. You still regret picking it up though, and I think as
Yep.
collectors, like we have that kind of sometimes that mentality is real, right?
Yeah.
You regret something even though you enjoy the movie. The collector in us, will regret buying it for whatever reason.
Yep. See, because
Um,
so when I did my picks, I went to my shelf. I looked through everything first with the mindset of like picking something out that like I regretted buying because I don't like the movie. And then I was like, maybe I should look and see if there's something that like I like, but I regret picking up because like a new release came out or a 4K was made after I picked up the Blu-ray or whatever.
Yep.
So,
I haven't seen that movie.
dude, it's so good. It's so good. And
Lair of the White Worm, it's called?
yep, yep.
Cool.
It's I think it's 1988 or 86, I want to say, but it's very very good. You would
Oh,
enjoy it.
yeah,
It's another
I'll
one
check
of those
I'll
like
check it out.
surreal, nightmarish imagery movies.
It's I don't know why, it's giving me Spookies vibes,
Dude, yeah, the cover definitely does, dude.
you
But yeah,
know?
it's 1988, so I was right. Look at that.
All right, sweet. So we got something on Jordan's naughty list. So let's head back
Yep,
over to me. You got Lair of the White Wolf from Jordan. He picked up the steel book, but he wished he picked up the regular edition. And I totally feel your pain of that one because
yep.
I sold off a bunch of steel books early on in my collecting that were fucking sweet ass steel books, but like I don't know, I'm not really a steelbook guy anymore, you know?
Dude, honestly, I'm starting to lean more towards your ways because I like with the Scream Factory stuff, like the Pumpkinhead Steelbook, it's super sick. But like, I think I would rather just get like the slipcover
Yeah,
form, like
100%.
the original artwork on 4K. I mean, like, I don't know.
And the thing is, like, there's a couple of things, right? So for me, I don't mind a steel book, but I has to be enclosed in some kind of other packaging. And I think we've talked about
Yeah,
this before. But
yeah,
the other thing is like I my steel books I put in these like protectors because
yeah.
they are so easily like dented or scratched, and it's like I don't know, it's just like come on, like you know they're usually pricey too.
It's another reason to look into Blockbuster box sets and start wasting even more money on
100%,
slipcases.
100%.
Even though they're super sick, but it would probably make me appreciate steelbooks a little bit more, having like the case for it to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
in.
I mean,
Some of
I
them are super sick.
you could see back there. I mean, I have a whole
I
shelf of them up
know.
there. I
They're
got the big
sick, dude.
Halloween set. I got the screams. I got killer clowns.
I
I
shouldn't
think
I shouldn't say it's a waste of money, but when I think about it, I'm like, do I need it? Like, I mean, I have the original packaging. Do I need to elevate it that much more? You know?
for
But
sure. Yeah, I think I'm
they're
done
sick.
buying those kinds of things. I got my fill, and it's super cool, and I have my thoughts on it. But
I mean, and you got some of like movies that you really love. Like you got
yes,
Scream,
yeah,
Halloween, Evil Dead. So I think there's nothing wrong with that. But I definitely
totally.
wouldn't go crazy on
And
it.
there are also movies that like, I mean, the Halloween thing is just such a collector's piece for me. So I'm really
Sick
glad I
too,
picked that up.
dude.
But like, Evil Dead does not have any. You know, they have the that groovy edition, which I regret not buying. But that thing's like massive. You know, I don't even know
I
what you do with
almost
that on the shelf.
I almost picked that as one of my naughty
Oh, did
list
you?
things, dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
See,
because
that's so funny
it's
because
laying on
I.
it's laying on my floor, dude.
That's
Like
so funny.
it doesn't fit on the shelf or anything. Like
So
it's
like
ridiculous.
it's so funny to me because like I've been kicking myself for not buying it, but deep
Yeah.
down I know that this thing is where the fuck am I gonna put this thing?
I got on a positive note though, I did get it for an insane price because they were like discounting them on Amazon. I think I paid like 48 bucks for it. So I got it for a really good
Awesome.
price, but I still kind of like where do I put this thing, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. If I still even so like now if I see because I don't own them on 4K and I need to. If I
Yeah.
see them and I don't know why I didn't jump on them. I guess I think I've been waiting for like a box set, which is just not going to happen, like a
Yeah.
legit box set.
Yeah.
So I didn't get those like Warner Brothers or Paramount whatever it was that put them out, and I regret it. Like they go for stupid money now. It's like $40
Yeah.
for the 4Ks.
Yep. Yep.
But anyway, okay. So we're going off on tangents as we are wont to do.
Yep.
So I'm gonna stick with your reasoning because I have a title here as well that I picked up this year, and it's I didn't like the movie one, and I was told it was awesome and super cool and fun and like bizarre, but I strongly disliked it. It didn't hit for me at all. It was slow, and there were some cool scenes, but like I'm never gonna watch it again.
Yep.
I didn't watch any of the extras, and the packaging sucks ass. And I would have been totally okay with the regular standard Blu-ray. And that is Kathy's Curse. This movie was not for me, and I know that people really like it, and that's fine. But not only did I get the 4K, but I paid for this stupid shitty box. I paid an extra $7.50 for this stupid shitty box that does not fit on my shelf well. Like it's taller than every single other release that I own. It's like a VHS, but it's sitting next to my Blu-rays. It doesn't light up. It like is weird. It's a weird
I was
case.
wondering about that. I think I remember your video on, and the eyes wouldn't light up or something. I think I remember that.
Yeah. They during their sale, I mean none of the eyes lit up on anyone's release. It was like a big debacle. And so during the sale they posted like damaged cases, which are really just not, they just don't light up. There's no damage to this at all. And so it was like $7.50. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna grab the 4K,
Yeah,
get the case separately, and boom, because this thing sold out very quickly.
yeah.
And I was upset that I didn't get it. But like it came, I watched it, and it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my style of movie. It's not that it wasn't my style. It just, I don't know. It just, I didn't like it.
See,
So
I don't know anything about the movie. I have heard of it. I believe Scream Factory had a Blu-ray release of it, but I don't know much about the movie. But I mean, I want to check it out eventually. But
yeah, I think
I'll
you're
take
right.
your
It might have
word
been
for
Screen
it.
Factory, but it was a standard Blu-ray. But like, it's like I have this and it's fine. I don't. It's not like I'm like, kicking myself. Why did I buy it? But like, I wish I didn't. Like, I just don't need it. And like, one of the things that I've started to think about a lot more and more is like, do I need a 4K of this movie? It's like,
Yeah.
because a lot of these titles that are coming out like have standard blues, or like they're putting out
Yep.
standard blues alongside it. And that's what happened with like The Church and Sect. Like I have
Yep.
those awesome Code Red slipcover editions of both those
Yep.
movies, and like it's tempting to get the 4K.
I
But like,
know.
do I need it? No.
See, I'm getting to the point where I'm definitely not going to be upgrading like all this, because Stream Factory, they're redoing like
Yeah,
everything
I
on
know.
4K. Like
Yep.
I just saw they're putting out Ghost Ship on 4K now, and
I
it's like,
saw.
do I need that on 4K? I have the Blu-ray. I mean, it's
You have
not
to
a
see the entire boat getting their faces sliced off in 4K.
yeah, but then again, there's certain releases like they're putting out Night of the Creeps on 4K. Now that's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. So like
Yep.
I'm definitely gonna upgrade that because I love that movie.
So like totally. And so the thing for me is like where I'm at is like I don't own Ghost Ship on any format. I don't
Yep.
own Night of the
See?
Creeps on any format. I didn't
Yep.
own The Faculty on any format. I didn't own Drag Me to Hell on any format. So it's like all these Scream Factory titles that are coming out, Prince of Darkness, Poltergeist 2, all these things that are doing in 4K, I'm down, like because I don't own them. But if I owned a Blu-ray, it's like again, on a lot of these movies, like The Faculty is one that I probably would have upgraded. But
Oh
like
yeah.
other than that, like I've never even seen the, I've seen Night of the Creeps, I've seen uh Faculty, I've seen a lot of them. But like if it's something I haven't seen, like hell yeah, let's get the 4K.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
When the standard Blu-rays anyway go for like $35.
I know, yeah, and then when I upgrade them, I actually have a massive trade pile that like I'm just building up to post in a Facebook group and be like, hey, like, do any of you guys want to trade me some shit for this stuff? Because I'm not using it.
So if I just sold a bunch of shit on eBay, which I'm done with. I'm never doing that again.
Oh my god.
But I sent you that lot. It was like the Phantasm Arrow box set. It
Yep.
was the like Warner Brothers Child's Play set, a bunch of old Blu-ray sets and standard Blu-rays that I either have other editions of or like a lot of Argento stuff that I've upgraded.
Yep.
And I just don't need anymore. And it's like I made like 220. Which,
Yep.
whatever. At the end of the day, it's kind of like free money because those Blu-rays are just sitting on my shelf. I'm never going to use them. And
Yeah.
so it's probably about 15 titles and 2 box sets. So, I didn't make back everything I paid. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I probably about broke even. But
Yeah.
like I'm never going through eBay again because the fees were just outrageous. So I'd
I
much
know.
rather like trade.
Yeah, it's gotten outrageous, dude. Like, I mean, I started doing eBay years ago, and they used to not take out like anything, dude. And now it's just like 15%, and it's crazy.
So it went for like 270 something like total after like tax everything, and I made 215 off it.
Oh yeah, and then you got to pay to ship it too. So then you
Yeah,
make even
yeah, yeah.
less.
Yep.
So yeah,
Anyway, so all right, so we got one nice list, we got one naughty list. Let's go back to the nice list. Jordan, to you, your nice list number 2.
Sure. All right, I picked this up this year. This did not come out this year. This may be one of my favorite releases in my collection. You just showed it on a Second Sight showcase the other day. That you still have yours sealed, but I got
Oh
the
yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K box set. I've been wanting this forever. I had the old like slipcase Blu-ray like collector's edition. That's like it's as tall as a DVD, pretty much, and it doesn't really fit on my shelf that well. But I've been wanting this forever. I got it for a great price. I think I paid like $80 for this in a
Oh,
Facebook
dude.
group, which I mean, like, it's one of the greatest horror movies of all time. So I don't mind paying a little bit extra for it. It's got amazing features on it. It's got a massive book in it. It's perfect. So I'll never have to upgrade this again unless they start making 8K movies or something.
It's what it's gonna happen eventually. But if you it makes me really happy to know that you got that set, because if you were to tell me that's the greatest release of all time, truly the greatest release of all time, you would get no argument from me.
It's
Zero. And
probably the greatest release that I own. I'm not gonna lie.
and the fact that you got it for like what it's the MSRP, I mean, I think it was like $70 when it came out.
Yep.
It was something like
Yep.
that, is amazing.
Yep.
That said, people, I mean, it goes for like 300 on
Yep.
eBay. And yes, there are some out there, but like it goes for stupid money. And like I remember, like there were some people that were like, "Oh, the Dark Skies release is the way to go." I'm like, "What are you smoking?" Like this Second Sight Films release is
The transfer is phenomenal. Also, the dark sky thing kind of turns me off after they made that fucking
yeah,
overpriced piece of plastic
yeah,
fucking chainsaw
yeah,
bullshit. So
fuck
it's
that
like
shit.
even after
The
seeing that,
gall, the gall
yeah,
to charge
I,
$300.
I wouldn't even want to get their regular edition of it after seeing that. But yeah, I mean the steel book that they were selling at Walmart with the eyeball on it, that one was pretty cool. But I mean, I just knew I wanted to have this someday, and I don't think I'll ever have to upgrade it again because it's beautiful and it's
Dude,
perfect.
that the new Reanimator 4K is 130. So
I
that
know.
Texas Chainsaw is $170 more. And it
Yeah.
it didn't even come with like a book or anything. It was literally just the chainsaw, the 4K, that the poster. I mean, that was
Yeah.
that I am still in shock that they had the gall to charge that much.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, for real. But yeah, that release is perfect. It's stacked. It's exactly what I look for in a collector's physical media release. It's got an amazing book, like posters, lobby cards, loaded with features. It's
Hell yeah.
perfect.
All right, so that's Jordan's second nice list pick. He got Text Chainsaw from the fine folks over at Second Sight
Yeah.
Films. So back to me for my nice pick. Another box set coming from Umbrella. This did not come out this year. It came out last year. But is one of my favorite box sets of all time, and I'm glad I picked it up when I did, because it sold out very shortly after that. It lasted a little while. Um, there were only 1,500 of these made. And it was a movie that has been put out before on several formats. Um, but I did not own it in any format. And that is Umbrella's Possession box set. So I picked this up this year. Have you seen this movie?
I haven't, dude, but I've been wanting to for years. I just haven't.
I had a buddy who I worked with that recommended the movie to me. Two buddies actually, a buddy I worked with at school and a buddy I worked with at camp, who recommended this movie to me, and I went in completely blind. Okay, I knew almost nothing about this movie. Um, what I know now is that this movie was actually banned, because it was so unhinged and it was so dark and macabre that this was banned in the UK. Um, this movie is so fucking off the rails. I can't even tell you, and I just loved every second of it. I watched every single extra on here. The behind the scenes stuff was awesome. This to me was just such a special release. I didn't really read too much of the book, but I absolutely love the artwork on here. And if you've seen the movie, you can see the kind of the you know the symbolism in the cover. I still have the J card on here. It's got a sick. I believe this is the original poster. I'm not gonna show it actually. It's got some nudity, but it's got a sick slipcover. You get the book, you get the lobby cards. I just it's a movie that I cherish. After watching it, and again, the fact that it sold out so quickly, and if I had seen this movie and this had already been like sold out, I would have been very upset that I missed out on this. So I'm very glad I picked it up when I did because, like I said, it sold out quickly after. And one of the things I'm starting to notice about Umbrella, which is really cool, like that Tanker release was only 1,000, I think, is that their limiteds are very limited. There's only 1,500 of these. This
Yeah.
is 569 at 1,500. So like what I'm finding with the Umbrella stuff is what I think they're doing. And again, this is for you Terrifier 3 people who have not yet ordered it. They're going to, or like let's say for that specific release, like let's say 5,500 people order it and pre-order. I'm guessing they are going to order like 6,000.
Yep.
Okay, and be like, all right, here's everyone that pre-ordered it. We're gonna get a select amount for after, not much more, but a select amount, just so we have some on stock, and then it's gonna sell out quickly after. That's what's been happening with all their releases. So
Yep.
if you are someone who buys from Umbrella and you go overseas and you have a region free player and all that, I it seems like that's something that's happening on repeat with their releases. They're all selling out. Okay, now sometimes they are doing like a re-release, like they did the one up Mario set or whatever it was called, which I
Yep. Yep.
really want to get. I've been like so on the fence about it.
Dude, me too. I really want that set too.
It's still in
Actually,
stock, man. They still have it.
I know. Yeah, I actually have a cart on their website because I want to get that full moon fright box too. And actually, I just got my shipping notification on Friday on the Terrifier set, so that should be
Oh,
coming.
dude, sick.
I'm hoping I can get that before the end of the year too, and check that all out.
So I
So
have not gotten my shipping notification yet, but I did order that full moon box. Listen to
yeah,
this order I have from Umbrella coming. It was shipped. It's just on its way still. Um, listen to this. I have that full moon box coming. I have the Intruder Blu-ray coming. I
oh
have the
yeah,
Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 coming, the House of the
yeah.
Devil set coming, and Eyes Without a Face on the way. 5 box sets on the way.
You're gonna have a big video to do
That's
on
not even
box.
including the Terrifier stuff that's coming after that.
That's
I
awesome.
over the summer I ordered so much shit. I'm still getting shit from the summer, dude. Like
That's awesome.
Anyway, so yeah, so my pick is that Possession box set. It's a movie I adore, and I'm just so happy to have picked that up. So back to you. We got one more naughty pick for you guys. Jordan's naughty list. What do you got for me?
All right, this one I picked up on the MVD sale. I think we both picked up a bunch of stuff from
Oh
them.
yeah, yep,
This
yep.
movie, I watched this for the first time. It was a blind buy. I had a couple buddies that had watched it before. Um, I hated this movie so much. I'll never watch it again. I regret buying it. It's called Caddy Hack. Um, it's
I was
like
thinking about it. I may have gotten that one. I don't even know.
it's so
I
like
did.
I mean, it's super low budget, and I know it's meant to be like one of those movies that's so bad it's good, but like it tries way too hard to be one of those movies, and it turned me off.
Is that a
I think
Blu-ray?
yeah, yep. I think I gave it like a half a star, but it is cool that it has the different artwork on the case, but the everything just looks bad, dude. I mean, like, and like the acting is just it's awful. But
Dude, I'm
like I said,
pretty sure I got that too,
yeah,
and I agree with you that I picked up a few of those really low budget MVD Garbo shit, thinking like,
yep,
oh, how bad? It's gonna be bad, but it's gonna be fun bad, and it's not fun
yep.
bad. It's like it's unwatchable bad.
Yeah, see, I don't mind having it in my collection, but it's nothing. I mean, I'll probably never watch it again, and I definitely won't let anyone borrow it if they want to watch that dog shit.
No, let's have like a ceremonial burning of
Yeah,
of Caddy Hack. We'll present it to the physical media gods.
but yeah, and the sad thing too is it's only like an hour and like 10 minutes long, and it's just, I mean, it just dragged.
Unbearable.
Oh my god, it dragged forever.
All right, so that's Jordan's naughty pick number 2. I got one more for you guys. And so it's actually 2 movies. And they are Constituent of Vinegar Syndrome. And they are still in the shrink wrap. I haven't even opened them yet. And I'll tell you why. And that is cinematography, whatever that line is. Their new line. It's Little Darlings and Red Rock West. I picked these up, and I've heard that these movies are pretty good. I've heard that they're decent. Um, I have no interest in watching them. Truly, they're not horror. They're just like whatever. I picked them up because I got really excited about the cinematography line, and I got a discount on them because I'm a subscriber. And they're just sitting on my shelf. Like I literally haven't even taken the wrapping off. Have you seen either of these?
I know nothing about either one of those. They look like nice additions though.
Yeah, dude, they're super cool. It's like got a slipcase there, and it's like in a very like if you look, I don't know if you could see, it's like a kind of like a box on the inside that holds like all the Blu-rays and stuff. I've heard that these movies are pretty good. But I just like do I need these? Like, do I need Red Rock West? I don't even know what the fuck this is.
It's like one of those situations where you just like buy something and you get it and you don't even watch it for like ever, and you're like, why did
Yeah,
I buy it? Like it's just sitting
and
here doing nothing.
the other thing is I was like, oh, this is cool. Cinematography, like new line, new packaging. I have so much shit that I haven't watched already. It's like I don't need more shit I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So yeah, these are I regret getting these. And the other thing is like I was like, okay, cool, like a new line of movies. Maybe I can like keep up with the line and like get everything, but like the line sucks. I'm not really a fan
Yeah,
of the line of movies, so I have no intention of keeping up with it, you know?
yeah, for sure, for sure. I get that.
So anyway, guys, nice year. We got some great physical media release this year. Jordan and I just wanted to show you guys some of the things that we are very happy about that we picked up. Some great pickups this year. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Jordan, final thoughts, man.
Yeah, dude. I think it was a pretty good year for physical media pickups for me. I'm super excited to hopefully do a video with you talking about like our favorite releases of
Oh,
this
we're
year
doing it, man. It's happening.
and like our favorite labels from this year. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I'm excited to see what next year's gonna bring. I already have a lot of stuff pre-ordered, and I'm hoping that my Severn order comes before the end of the year. Because I mean, even some of that stuff could fall into release of this year, but I won't know unless I get it before the end of the
Yeah.
year. So
We're gonna do it, man, for sure. So
oh,
plan
yeah,
for that, guys. Plan to check that out. We're gonna do like an actual like top list, like our favorite release this year,
yeah,
our favorite labels from this year. There's a lot of things we want to do, but this was just a simple, naughty, and nice list. The things that we're just really happy we picked up this year, and some regrets, which in the physical media game, it's gonna happen. So,
yep.
um, listen, thank you guys for hanging out. If you could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you guys later. Peace.